children, welcome to class 10th mathematics. In this class I am going to explain coordinate geometry chapter 7th in the first one. So let us see. Coordinate geometry is considered as to be one of the most interesting concepts of mathematics. Clearly understand the concept. This is one of the most interesting concepts on the mathematics. So describes like the between geometry and the algebra through the graphs. Already you know that graph, that is x-axis and y-axis, that is the graph. By using the graph we can solve the numerical problems like algebraic problems in the graph. Let us see what is the definitions of coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry is also called as analytical geometry. It is defined as the study of geometry using the coordinate points. Carefully observe it is the study of geometry by using the coordinate points. So this is the coordinate geometry. So by using coordinate points we can find out the distance between any points. So calculating the area of a triangle like in the Cartesian plane, there are certain terms using the certain geometry that should be properly understood. These terms, let us see what are the terms. See children, the number of lines which is also known as Cartesian planes, number of lines which is also known as Cartesian plane. So this is divide the line 4 quadrants. You know that this is first quadrant and this is second quadrant and this one is third quadrant and this is fourth quadrant. So by two axes, how many axes are there? 1 and 2. By two axes the Cartesian line divide the 4 quadrant with the two lines. So say this axis, two axes. So this you already know that horizontal line is x-axis. What is it? This is x and x dash, and this one is y, this is y dash. So this with the two axes. So let us see. This x-axis is called as x coordinate. And this y-axis is called as y coordinate. So this x coordinate is also called as horizontal line. X coordinate is also called as horizontal line, and this y coordinate is called as vertical line. So this is the basic concept. And first quadrant, the sign will be plus and plus. So this plus is x and this plus is y. So and this one is minus and plus, and this one is minus comma minus, and this also it is as plus comma minus, very important. So this is also x y, this x y. So this is very first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. This is called O means origin. So this is the origin, very important. And next let us see equation of a line in Cartesian plane, very important. Equation of a line in Cartesian plane. So dear children, equation of a line can be represented in many ways. So let us see a few of which is given below. Let's see. First one is general form. What is the general form of an Cartesian plane? Of the general form is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So this is the general form of the line. So general form of the line So general form of the line is ax plus by plus 0. Let us see what is the slope. Then second line, the Cartesian plane, slope of line, slope intercept form, slope intercept form. So the slope intercept form is y is equal to mx plus, see here, let x, y be the coordinate points. Here the x and y be the coordinate points of through the which line passes, m be the slope, m is called slope. So and c is constant, so c is the intercept form, that is m is the slope of the line and c be the y intercept. So it is y, what is c is y intercept, c is y intercept. So this is the slope intercept form. Let us see next what is the third, slope of a line. Slope of a line. So already you know that slope of a line, so by using the ax plus by plus 0, see ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, then y, that is by is equal plus ax goes to it is minus ax and plus c goes to it is minus c. So minus c, what is by? So this is the slope of a line, or you can take y, let us say n of. Dear students, already you know that how to represent the coordinate points on Cartesian plane. So once again I'll explain. So here the y-axis is called as x, it is that the distance from the point y-axis is called its x coordinate, or it is called as abscissa. So x coordinate is also called as abscissa, and or abscissa, the distance of a point from the x-axis is called its y coordinates or ordinate. So the coordinate of a point of the x-axis are of the form x comma 0 and the y-axis of the form 0 comma y. Let us see how to represent the coordinate points on Cartesian plane. So this is the Cartesian plane. First, what is locate 3 comma 4 and minus 2 comma minus 3, 2 comma minus 1 and minus 1 comma plus 1. So locate these 4 points on Cartesian plane. First I am going to locate 3 comma 4. So what is x and this is y? So the both are plus. So plus means what is the first coordinate? So what is plus? X is 3. This is the x. From x, what is 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the point located on Cartesian plane 3 comma 4. This is the point is A. So 4, and from the x-axis is 3. So this is 3 comma 4, and second one is minus 2 comma minus 3. So that is minus 2. This is minus 2. So both are minus 2, that is minus 2 and minus 3. So this is the third quadrant. This is plus plus, and what is it is for both are minus, that is third quadrant. So third quadrant is minus 2 and minus 3. Minus 2 and minus 3. This is minus 2 and minus 3. The point is B. So like that you have to do by homework. So this is the how to locate the coordinate points on Cartesian plane. So let us see distance formula. This is very important, distance formula. So in the for the view of examination, this is very important formula. Let us see afterwards what is the distance formula. So let us see, let us consider the following situation. So what is the situation? A town B. So this is the town B, located 36 kilometer east. It is located 36 kilometer east and 15 kilometer north. So this is north and this is east. How would you find the distance between the town A to B? So this is, we have to find out the distance between A to B. So already in your mind it is easily find out by using Pythagoras theorem, because this is containing right triangle. So by using Pythagoras theorem we can easily find out the distance between the city A and B. What is the distance between the city A and B? So what is AB? AB means distance between the cities A and B. What is AB square? So by using Pythagoras theorem it is AB is the hypotenuse. AB square is equal to, you can take this is E. So AE square plus BE square. So already know that AB means distance between the two cities AB. We have to find out AB square. Then AE is 36 whole square plus BE square is 15 whole square. Let us see. So what is 36 square is AB square is equal to 36 into 36 is 1296 plus what is 15 into 15. What 15 into 15 is 225. So sum of these 225 plus 1296, that is 1521. Let us see. And then next AB is equal to square root of 1521. So already know that 40 into 40. So 40 into 40, that is 1600, and then 39 into 39 is equal to, AB is equal to 39 square is 1521. So that is AB is to 39 kilometers. So the distance between the city A and B is 39 kilometers. This is by using the formula. So we cannot use here. For next we use the distance formula by using the coordinate geometry. Let us see next one. Now suppose 2 points lie on the x-axis. So this is x-axis and this is y-axis. There are 2 points A and B lie on the x-axis. Both are lie on the x-axis. What is the point A is 4 and what is the point B is B. So what is distance between the point, that is you can easily calculate. 6 minus 4 is 1, 2, that is C. Here it is 6 minus 4 is 2. So similarly the point 8 and point C and point D same lie on the same line y-axis. So what is the distance between C and D? So you can easily 1, 2, 3, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So also you can easily find out 8 minus 3 is 5. Here it is 6 minus 5 is 4. So next, what is the distance between D and BD? What is the distance between AC? By using the Pythagoras theorem you have easily find out the distance between BD and AC. So let us see what is the distance formula. Let us take another example. So this is the point and this is another point. What is the distance between the point A and B? So you feel, how can I find out the distance between the lines? So by using, let us see, this is the what is origin. By using +1 and +2, this is +3 and +4, 1, 2, 3, this is +4, like that you +1, +2. So let us see, in this type of situation you can draw a perpendicular line to the x-axis and also draw a lines to the y-axis. So let us join. So the point C, it is called C. So by in this situation, so let us see, here it is the point P is 4. See, this is the point P and point T is 6 and here it is 8. Point Q is 8 and then point P is 6, like that. The point Q is 6, 8 and point P is 4, 6. See, this point is 4 and 6, that is 4, 6 and point Q is 6 and 8, so it is called 6, 8. So we can find out the distance between PQ. So easily you can find it by using the Pythagoras. What is the distance between PT, that is 6 minus 4 is 2, and what is the distance between QT? That here also 8 minus 6 is 2 by using Pythagoras theorem. So 2 square plus 2 square, PQ is the hypotenuse, 2 square is PT square plus 2 square is it is QT square. 2 square plus 2 square is 4 plus 4 is 8. The perfect what is PQ is 2 root, is the simplest form. 8 is 2 root 2. That is under root 4 into 2 is 8 like that. So the distance between PQ is 2 root 2. So here it is. See, in this type of question, here the distance between TQ, that is here minus and this is plus. So you have to subtract. So here you have to, because in this plane both having the first and second and third like that. So you have to add this both quadrant. So here is a both quadrant. So what is the line is 6. If I'm here to 6 and it is what is 5, 6 plus 5 is 11. So this is 11 PT. What is PT is 11 units. And what is here TQ? What is TQ is from TS is 1 2 3 4 and SQ is 3. 4 plus 3 is 7. So it is QT is 7 units. So by using Pythagoras theorem you can by calculate what is the distance between QP, that is 11 square plus 7 square is equal to 170 units. This is the distance between Q and P. Let us see. Now let us find the distance formula. Let us say what is a point you can take, it is P and this one is Q and this is T. So what is the distance formula? Here it is x1 y1, coordinate points x1 y1 and this is x2 y2. So this point is R and this point is S. This is x axis and this one is y axis. Let us see. So what is QR? Q, what is the, here it is P Q, QR is x1. So they see here it is QR is x1 and ys is x2. What is QR? X1 and ys is x2. What is OS? OS is x2. OR, what is OR is x1. OS is x2. So that RS, that is RS is x2 minus x1 and it is equal to PT. This RS is equal to PT. So you can take PT is equal to x2 minus x1 and similarly here also what is QT is equal to y2 minus y1 like that. Let us see. PQ square is equal to PT square plus QT square. So PQ square is equal to what is PT is x2 minus x1 whole square plus QT is y2 minus y1 whole squared. So then PQ square goes to right side is square root, then square root, this square is become square root and say as it is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is the distance formula, very important formula. In the examination they will ask 1 mark or 2 marks questions. Once again, PQ is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole squared plus y2 minus y1 whole squared, which is called distance formula, very important formula, which is called distance formula. Students, if there is only one point in the Cartesian plane, what is the distance between the this point is C and origin? Origin is O. The coordinate points of origin is 0 comma 0 and the point what is you can take 2 comma 3 like that. If the situation of like this, what is the distance formula? We can use the distance formula this also. So easily you can write the what is the distance formula. It is here it is. So this is you can take if you take this one is P, OP is equal to square root of this one is x and y that is x square plus y. So in the place of x is 2, in the place of y is 3, that is 2 square plus 3 square, like that. So the distance between origin and the point, this is very important. Distance between origin and the origin, very important. When the origin is given, origin and point, any point on the plane. So this is OP is equal to x square plus y square. So only the origin is given. Students, observe the question carefully. Example 1, do the points 3, 2 and -2, -3 and 2, 3. There are 3 coordinate points are given. So we have to find out the is these 3 points are form a triangle. If so, name. If it is formed, we have to name the type of triangle. What is the type of triangle? So let us see. The point first one is, you can take A, 3, 2, and the point second one is, you can take B, -2, -3, and the point third one is C, you can take 2, 3. So this is the imagination triangle. It is A, B, C. What is the point? A is 3, 2, point B is -2, -3, and point C is 2, 3. So we have to find out, is the coordinate points form a triangle? If they form, so what is the name of the triangle? So let us see. First we have to find out the distance between AB. AB is equal to, you know that already, you know that distance formula is D. D means distance. Then it is equal to x2 minus x1 whole squared plus y2 minus y1 whole squared. This is the distance formula. Once again, D means distance. Distance formula is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole squared plus y2 minus y1 whole squared. Let us take, this is x1 and this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. So let us see. Distance formula, AB is in the place of D, then square root distance D, x2 minus x1. What is x2 is 3. X2 is 3. In the place of minus is minus. X1 is minus of -2. So whole squared plus y2. Y2 is 2 and y1 is -3 minus of -3. So minus is already in the minus in the formula. So that is minus of -3 whole squared. That is AB is equal to square root of 3 minus into minus plus 2 whole square plus similarly 2 minus into minus plus 3 whole squared. Then AB is equal to square root of 3 plus 2 is 5 squared plus 2 plus 3 is 5 square. It is equal to square root of 5 square plus 5 square is 25 plus 25. It is equal to root 50. 25 plus 25 is root 50. That is AB is equal to square root 50. So first side distance between AB is root 50. Let us see what is BC. Let second one is BC. So similarly, by using the formula, BC is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. You can take x2 y2. So here it is x1 y1, x2 minus x1 whole square. What is here? X2 2 minus x1 is minus of -2 whole square plus 3 minus of -3 whole square. So BC is equal to 2 minus into minus plus 2 whole square plus 3 minus into minus plus 3 whole square. Then BC is equal to square root of 2 plus 2 is 4 square plus 3 plus 3 is 9 square. Let us see. BC is equal to square root of 4 square is 16 plus 9 square is 81. So additionally it is 3 plus 3 is 6, not a 9. That is 6 square is 32. 6. So let us see. 16 plus 36 is square root of 52. So this is the second length. So BC is equal to square root 52. Let us see the next side is third side is CA. So CA is equal to similarly square root of this is x1, this is y1, and this is x2, y2. So x2 minus y2, x2 minus x1 is 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 whole square plus y2 minus y1, that is 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3 whole square. Once again, x2 is 3 and x1 is 2. Y2 is 2 and y1 is 3. So 2 minus 3 whole square. Then CA is equal to square root of 3 minus 2 whole square is 1 square plus 2 minus 3 is minus 1. What is here? It is 3 minus 2 is minus 1 whole square. Then CA is equal to 1 square is 1, minus into minus is plus, again minus into minus plus is again 1. It is equal to CA is equal to square root 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. So value of CA is root 2. See, by using the Pythagoras theorem, so what is the longest side? Longest side is square root 52. Square root 52 is BC. BC square is equal to remaining two sides, that is AB square plus AC square or CA square. You can take CA square. So what is BC square is root 52 whole square. BC is root 52 whole square is equal to AB is root 50 whole square plus CA is root 2 whole square. Here it is square root get cancel, square root get cancel, square root get cancel. Then here it is 52 is equal to, here it is 50 plus 2. So if the left side is equal to right side, because 52 is equal to 52, therefore the side, one of the side containing a right triangle. So by using the Pythagoras theorem, what is the given statement? So by converse of Pythagoras, by converse of Pythagoras, we have angle. What is angle B? What is the longest side? It is, so angle A is 90 degree. Angle A is 90 degree. Therefore, this triangle is right triangle. Right angled triangle. So name of the triangle is right angled triangle, because one of the angle is 90 degree. Therefore, the converse of Pythagoras theorem, this is a right angled triangle. Students, you have to do yourself exercise 7.1. So find the distance between the following pair of points. So first one is 2, 3 and 4, 1. Second one is minus 5, 7 and minus 1, 3. And then third one is A, B and minus A and minus B. So you have to do yourself. This is very important. See children, I am going to solve exercise 7.1, third problem. So what is A, B and minus A, minus B? Let us see. So I am going to take this is x1 and this is y1, this is x2 and this is y2. So by using the distance formula, D is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Very important, square. So you have to draw square root up to the end. So let us see. D is equal to square root. What is x2? X2 is minus A. In the place of x2 is minus A. And then next is minus x1. X1 is A. Then square bracket whole square plus what is y2? Y2 is minus B. Minus y1 is B whole square. So then D is equal to, so both are minus, add minus A minus 2A whole squared plus minus b as it is minus 2b whole squared. So then d is equal to minus 2 into minus 2, 2a minus 2a into minus 2a, minus into minus, plus 2 into 2, 4a square, 4a squared, again square it up to end, plus here it is minus into minus 2, that is 2 4b square, 4b square, taking common factor 4. So otherwise you can take okay, taking common factor 4 within the bracket a square plus b square. So d is equal to square root 4. You can divide the square root 4 and square root, that is square root 4 is 2, then square root of a square plus b square. So distance of the point a comma b and minus a comma minus b is 2 square root a square plus b square. So remaining 2 problem you have to do yourself. Very important chapter. This is